Hello and welcome to our 13th week on our journey through Old Testament theology. I think we have 2 more weeks that we're going to be on this journey, and then we're going to switch to 1 John in Greek for the summer. But we're still in Hebrew. This week I want to look at 3 verses in Leviticus 18. Leviticus 18 is an interesting chapter, to say the least. It's everything you didn't want to know about how not to have sex. And so we're going to look at 3 verses from this chapter. Today is our letter or pronunciation day. And so we've been doing letters for a long time. So I want to focus on pronouncing the words more than the letters. So let's go ahead and see if you can pronounce the word. And then I'll pause and I'll pronounce it and we'll go on. Okay, so let's start with this. Can you pronounce it? Ish. Man. So that's Aleph, Hirik Yod, which is a vowel letter combination. Sheen. Ish. What about this one? Ish. Ish, ish. Which is something like, it's literally man, man. But you would say something like each person or each man, something like that. Next word. El. Aleph, Sagol, Lamed. It's a dash or a makef. To Kaf with a hardening dagesh, a light dagesh in it. This would be a kamatz katuf, short O. I know that because of the word kol means all, and so it's a long O when it's by itself. So when it's in this kind of train, see the cars of the train. Because it's not standing on its own, it loses some accent length, and it goes from being kol with a kolum to kol with a kamatz katuf. Okay, so this is a short O rather than a long A. So this is a kamatz here, a long A, an A with a line on the top. This is just an O. So kol, to all, el kol. Okay, what about this? She'er, okay, sheen, vocal shva, because it's the beginning of a syllable. Aleph, sere, resh. Next word. Basaru, his flesh. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to stop doing that. That's Friday, right? So this is a bait with a hardening light dagesh in it. Vocal shva, because it's the beginning of the word. Seen, kamatz, which is an A with a line over it. Resh, Holam Vav. Okay. Basaru. Okay. What about this one? Lo. Lamed, Holam Aleph. Means not. Okay. What about this? Tikravu. Tikravu. So we have a tav, a short hirik, a kof, and a silent shwa. This syllable is closed. And then when you have 2 shvas next to each other, the first one's silent, closing the previous syllable, and the second one's vocal, starting the next one. So resh, vocal shva, vav without a dagesh, so it's pronounced like a v, and then a sharuk. Tik ravu, okay? Lagalot, lamed, vocal shva, gimel, patak, short vowel, doubling lamed, strong dagesh, lamed, two-humped lama, lamed, lagal, lot. This is a holam vav. I wasn't able to get the holam quite right, but the holam goes on the vav, lot. Okay? Erva. So this is an ayin, sagol, resh. This is a short vowel, so this is a silent schwa. This syllable's closed. Vav, that's a real vav. V, and then a kamatz hey, which is a vowel combination. This is a long A with a hey, but the hey is kind of not really there in a way. Okay? Erva. Ani. I. Not I, but I. Aleph. Ketef Patak, Nun, Hirik Yod, vowel combination. And this is the name of God. So you can say Adonai, say it differently than it's written. We call that a kathiv kareh. It's written one way, but it's spoken another way. It is, of course, Yahweh, the name of God. At the time of Leviticus, they would have said it, I believe. Okay, so there's our first verse, verse 6. Verse 22, this is a well-known, infamous verse. This is a verse on homosexual sex. There are roughly 3, maybe 4 passages in the Old Testament that relate to homosexual sex in one way or another. 2 of them are in Leviticus, one of them in chapter 18, the other one in chapter 20. Okay, so pronounce it again, and I'll pronounce it and tell you the letters. Va'et zakar. Okay, vav, vocal shva, aleph, sagol, tav, makef, zayin, kamatz, kaf, kamatz, resh, the male. Lo, not. Tishkav, tav, hirik, short hirik, sheen, and then after short vowel, this is a silent schwa. This syllable is closed. Kaf with a hardening dagesh or a light dagesh in it. Patak, vav. So tishkav, okay? Try this one. Mishkave, mem, hirik, sheen, silent schwa. The syllable is closed. Remember, when you have 2 shvas next to each other, the first one is silent, finishing the first syllable. The second is vocal, beginning the second. Mishkave. So this is a kaf, a hardening dagesh, with a vocal schwa, vav without a dagesh, so it's v, and then a sera yod. Okay? What about this one? Isha, woman. Aleph, hirik, a doubled sheen, so that's a doubling dagesh, a hard dagesh, a strong dagesh, and a kamatz hey, which is a vowel combination. Okay? And now for the word for abomination. To'eva, tav, with a hardening dagesh, holam vav, which is a vowel combination, ayin, sere, bait without the dagesh, so it's v, and then a kamatz hey, which is a vowel letter combination. To'eva. And then this one's not quite written correctly, which happens sometimes. I think it's who, so that should be a sharuk, but it's not for some reason. Not sure why. Hey, that looks like a hirik, which is weird, and then vav and aleph, but I think it's who. Remember, Hebrew is a language where who is he. Okay, so there's verse 22. We'll come back to that on Friday. Finally, verse 24. So see if you can say it, and then I'll say it. Al, which is the command knot. Aleph, Batak, Lamed, Makef. What about this one? Titamu. So we have a tav with a hardening dagesh, a hirik, which is a short vowel here, a doubled tate, Batak, a doubled mem. So both of these are doubling dageshes, strong dageshes, dagesh fortes, dagesh gadol. This has to be vocal because it's after a doubling consonant, so it has to be beginning the next syllable. And then we have an aleph and a sharuk. So tit, tam, ma, u, titama-u. Okay, titama-u. I missaid it the first time because I didn't do the shva right. Okay, bait with a hardening dagesh, vocal shva, b. Bakol. This is again a kamatz katuf. It's a o because of the word kol. I just know the word. Bakol. Makef, aleph, sere, doubled lamed, sagolhe, which is a vowel combination, ele, which is like these, okay, in all these. Ki, kaf with the hardening dagesh, hirik yod, ki, 4. Beit without a dagish, vocal shva, because it's the beginning. Vakol, in all. Again, kamatz katuf, kof. A kaf, lamed, makef, and then ela again. It repeats it twice. Bakol ela. In each of these, something like that. Aleph, sere, lamed, doubled, sagol, hey. Can you say this one? Nitma'u. Oops. Technical difficulties. Nitma'u. Nun, short hirik, tate, silent shwa. This syllable is closed. Again, when you have two shwas next to each other, the first one is silent, finishing the previous syllable. The second one is vocal, beginning the next syllable. Mem, shava, vocal shva. Aleph, sharuk. Nit, ma'u. Not Mr. Magoo, but nit ma'u. Okay. Ha-goyim, the nations, the peoples, the Gentiles. Hey, patak doubling, what's that? We'll remind you on Friday. Gimel, holam vav, vowel combination. Yod, hirik, mem. Okay, I think this is written defectively. I think it's goyim, should be, with a long hirik yod, but it didn't want to do two yods right after each other, apparently. Okay, asher, aleph, katef patak, which is really small patak, and we transliterate it with an A with a light mark on the top. Sheen, sagol, resh, makef, ani, I. Aleph, katef patak, nun, hirik yod, that I. Sha, lech. Okay, so this is mem, vocal shva, sheen, patak, a doubled lamed, a sere, then this patak should be a little bit over here. It's a furtive patak. Leach, it's on its way. It should be pronounced before the chet, on its way to the chet. Sere, furtive patak, chet, mishalech. And finally, mipanekem. Okay, mem, hirik, a doubled pay, I would say. Yes, because you wouldn't have this dagish in the second letter of a syllable. It would be at the beginning of a syllable. And so I'm guessing with this short vowel that this is a doubled pay with a vocal shva after it. So mip, pa, ne, kem. Nun, seriod, vowel combination. Kaf, sagol, mem. Okay, so we're talking about some of the kinship. These are kinship, mostly, rules in Leviticus 18. How not to have sex with your father's wife, with your father's brother's wife, and with a lot of people. It's primarily oriented toward the man, of course. But anyway, we'll talk about it on, we'll do the grammar on Friday. And then on Wednesday for our podcast, I think we will look at basically the types of legislation in the Jewish law with a special emphasis on the abominations. So we'll see what that turns out to be. I have in mind some ideas. So see you on Wednesday, Lord willing.